Well, good morning and welcome to the morning show here at Daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host, Daryllorette. Well, as usual, I just came from the kitchen. I just fixed myself a big bowl of oatmeal with 2 chopped bananas, and today I have a cup of lemon tea. So, without any further ado, we shall get started. Pull up a chair, grab yourself some breakfast, and dig in. Well, yesterday wasn't too eventful. I worked out, came home, had a shower, spent the rest of the day working on the internet, blogging and whatever. Later on in the afternoon, around supper time, they dropped by to bleed the radiators. Finally, when I went to bed, there was still no heat on, so I turned the electric heat on. And when I got up this morning, I didn't feel like there was any other heat on other than the electric heat, but because when I touched the radiators last night, they were just cold as ice. So I was cold in the apartment. You know, it was around like 7 o'clock. So I turned the electric heat on, and it warmed up the apartment. And then I went to bed about, I don't know, I think, yeah, 8 o'clock. Went to bed at 8 o'clock last night because I had to get up early today. And when I checked the radiators this morning, they were working. So after I went to bed, they must have been still working on the radiators, and they got them up and running. Thank goodness. Other than that, not much happened yesterday. Today, well, we're not going to be doing too much today. Spending a good amount of time on the internet, doing lots of blogging. I already started doing some blogging. Blogged 7 videos. And yeah, 7 videos up at my Typepad blog, and I have a live journal which you can find on my you can find a link on my Typepad blog under my other accounts. My live journal, I just blog basically websites, links to other websites and whatnot, and that's pretty much it. Not very exciting. Well, thanks to johnchow.com, I found a new website where I may be able to make some money. It's called microworkers.com. And apparently you can either be a worker, or you can be somebody who doles out the work. Now yesterday, for signing up, I got $1, and I performed one task to just try it out, and the task was to I had to put a video on my wall up at Facebook, and they told you what you wanted to, they told me what they wanted to put in the what's on your mind, which is just a short sentence, and then a video. That's pretty much all I had to do, and then I had to make sure that the video had the thumbnail and that the video played. And to confirm that I finished the task, all I had to do was put in my Facebook URL at the bottom of the page on the website, and once that's done, when they have the time, they check to see if the task was done to their satisfaction, and if it's done to their satisfaction, they pay you. and I get paid just for placing that video on my wall up at Facebook. I get paid 75 cents. So that's not bad. If you do that enough, that adds up. And there's quite a few tasks, and you can get paid anywhere from, say, $1.50 for writing maybe a blog post to 10 cents for doing maybe a tweet or something like that. So it might be interesting to explore. If you have a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, you can go onto the website, perform a task, and make $1 or $2. You do that once a day, and eventually, the only problem is you got to wait. You got to give them your mailing address, because in order to get paid, they're going to send you a PIN number and whatnot to verify the authenticity of who you say to be, who you're saying you are, and whatnot. And you can only open up one account, so they've got some rules. They're if you're caught trying to open up more than one account, they'll bust you for it and ban you. But usually, John Chow's blog, if you're familiar with it, most of the stuff he blogs about is a little out of my league, because it always requires some capital that I don't have. But stuff like that website, Micro Workers, it's free to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything except time. The time as in you got to put in the effort in order to make $1. That's pretty much it, and that's pretty much all the budget I have. I've spent money with IMDb. I opened up a pro account up at IMDb. I got a pro Flickr account. I spent money on trying to indirectly generate traffic to my blogs and whatnot, but so far I have not ventured into any direct advertising, because I just really don't have the money for it. And what they say, the old saying that you have to spend money in order to make money, believe you me, it's true. I mean, you can make a bit of money without spending any money and just investing your time. But if you want to go any further than that, you eventually have to spend money. You have to invest. You have to take the money you've made and reinvest it and try to make more money. It's a bit of a gamble, but if you work hard at it and you keep to it, don't get discouraged, you might make a few extra bucks. You got to do a lot of experimenting. You got to test out a lot of different websites, what works, what doesn't work, Are they going to pay you? Stuff like that, You got to deal with all that stuff, and you got to go through it all, because that's the only way you're going to find out whether you're going to make any money or not. You got to, try out a new website. You got to do what they want you to do, and you got to play their game. And at the end of the day, if they pay you, you make money, and if they don't, you write them off and you move on to the next one. You put them on your blacklist. Right now with AdBright, you got right now it's originally I've been part of that site for quite a while, and originally it was you had to make $100 in order to get a check from them, and then they had put it down to $5. Well, I've recently reached the $5 mark, but there's no indication of whether or not they're going to actually send me a $5 check, and it would be in US currency. So I'm still kind of waiting to figure out what's going to go on with AdBright. So other websites, you know, I've made maybe, you know, $20 or $40, and that's all I've been able to make. And I wind up not being able to use their site anymore because I can't make any more money. And you know, if you can't make any money from a website, the website's not really much good to you. So again, we're running out of time, and I still got lots of oatmeal here because I'm doing lots of talking. So we're going to call it a day so we can finish our oatmeal and drink our cup of lemon tea. So I'm Daryl, your host here at Daryll Cafe, wishing you a good Tuesday. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.